Okay, let's begin. Sharachandra-bhrantim spuradamalakantim gajagatim
Sarachandra-bhratrim Spurada-amalakantim Gajagatim
Hari-premonmattam dhrita-paramasatvam smitamukam
Hari-premo-mattam Dhrita-param Sattvam Smitamukham
Sada gurnannetram karakalitavetram kalibidham
Sada Gurum Netram Karakalitravetram Kalibidam
Bhaje nityanandam bhajanatarukantham niravadi
Bhaje Nityanandam Bhajanatarukantam Niravadi
Bhaje nityanandam bhajanatarukantham niravadi
Bhaje Nityanandam Bhajanatarukantam Niravadi
Rasanamagaram swajanagana sarvasvamatulam
Rasanam Brahma Swajanagana Sarva Sarvatulam
Tadiyaika prana pramita vasuda jaknavapatim
Tadiyaika prana pramita vasuda jatvapatim
Sada premonmadam paramavavidatam mandamanasam
Sada premo madam parama aditavam mandamanasam
mandamanasam bhaje nityanandam bhajanatarukantham niravadi
Bhaje Nityanandam Bhajanatarukantam Niravadi
Bhaje nityanandam bhajanatarukantham niravadi
Bhaje Nityanandam Bhajanatarukantam Niravadi
Sachi sunu preshtam nikila jagadishtam sukamayam
Sachi Sunu Preshtam Nikhala Jagadeshtam Sukhamayam
Kalau majjajjivo dharana karano dhama karunam
Kalau Majja Jivo Dharana Karanautam Karunam
Hare rakyānādvā bhava jaladi garvo natiharam
Hare Rakyānatva Bhava Jaladi Garvo Natiharam
Bhaje nityanandam bhajanatarukantham niravadi
Bhaje Nityanandam Bhajanatarukantam Niravadi
Aye भ्रातर्नीनां कलिकलुषिणां किमु न भविता
Aye Bhratranam Kalikulushinam Kimnu Bhavita
तथा प्रायश्चित्तं रचययद् अनायासता इमे
Tatha Prayachittam Rachaya Dhanaya Sadhine
व्रजन्ति त्वामित्तं सह भगवता मनत्रयवतियो
Vrajanti Tvam Mittam Saha
भगवता मनत्रयतियो भजे नित्यानन्दं भजनतरुकण्ठं निरवधि
Bhaje Nityanandam Bhajanatarukantam Niravadi
भजे नित्यानन्दं भजनतरुकण्ठं निरवधि
भजे नित्यानन्दं भजनतरुकन्दं निरवधि
यतेष्टं रे भ्राता कुरु हरिहरिध्वानमनिशम्
यथेष्टं रे भ्राता कुरु हरिहरिध्वानं मनिशम्
ततो वा संसाराम्भुदितरणधायो मयि लगेत्
ततो वा संसारं बुदितारण्डयो मयि लगे
इदं बाहुस्फोटैरततिरतयन्या प्रतिगृहम्
इदं बाहुस्फोटैरततिरतयञ्च प्रतिग्रहम्
भजे नित्यानन्दं भजनतरुकण्ठं निरवधि
भजे नित्यानन्दं भजनतरुकन्दं निरवधि
भजे नित्यानन्दं भजनतरुकण्ठं निरवधि
भजे नित्यानन्दं भजनतरुकन्दं निरवधि
बलात् संसाराम्भो निधिहरणकुम्भोद्भवमहो
बलात् संसारम्भो निधिहरणकुम्भोद्भवमहो
सतां श्रेयसिन्धून्नतिकुमुदबन्धु समुदितम्
सतं श्रेयसिन्धु नतिकुमुदबन्धं समुदितम्
कलाश्रेणीस्फूर्जेत्तिमिरहरसूर्यप्रभमहम्
कलाश्रेणीस्फूर्जेत्तिमिरहरसूर्यप्रभमहम्
भजे नित्यानन्दं भजनतरुकण्ठं निरवधि
भजे नित्यानन्दं भजनतरुकन्दं निरवधि
भजे नित्यानन्दं भजनतरुकण्ठं निरवधि
भजे नित्यानन्दं भजनतरुकन्दं निरवधि
नटन्तं गायन्तं हरिमनुवदन्तं पतिपति
नटन्तं गायन्तं हरिमनुवदन्तं पतिपति
व्रजन्तं पश्यन्तं स्वमपि न धयन्तं जनगणम्
व्रजन्तं पश्यन्तं स्वमपि नयन्तं जनगणम्
प्रकुर्वन्तं सन्तं सकरुणदृगन्तं प्रकलनाद्
प्रकुर्वन्तं सन्तं सकरुणाद्रगन्तं प्रकलनात्
भजे नित्यानन्दं भजनतरुकण्ठं निरवधि
भजे नित्यानन्दं भजनतरुकण्ठं निरवधि
भजे नित्यानन्दं भजनतरुकण्ठं निरवधि
भजे नित्यानन्दं भजनतरुकण्ठं निरवधि
सुबिभ्राणं भ्रातु करसरसिजं कोमलतरम्
सुबिभ्राणं भ्रातु करसरसिजं कोमलतरम्
मितो वक्त्रालोकोच्चलितपरमानन्दहृदयम्
मितो वक्त्रालोकोच्चलितपरमानन्दहृदयम्
भ्रमन्तं माधुर्ये अहमदयन्तं पुरजनान्
भ्रमन्तं माधुर्य अहमद्यन्तं पुरजनन्
भजे नित्यानन्दं भजनतरुकण्ठं निरवधि
भजे नित्यानन्दं भजन तरुकण्ठं निरवधि
भजे नित्यानन्दं भजनतरुकण्ठं निरवधि
भजे नित्यानन्दं भजन तरुकण्ठं निरवधि
रसानामाधारं रसिकवरसद्वैष्णवधनं रसागारं सारं पतिततटितारं स्मरनतः
रसाग्रामसारं पतिततटितारं
परं नित्यानन्दाष्टकमिदमापूर्वं पतति यः
परं नित्यानन्दं ष्टकमिदमपूर्वं पतितयः
तदङ्घ्रिद्वन्द्वाब्जं स्फुरतु नितरां तस्य हृदये
तदङ्घ्रिद्वन्द्वं जब स्फुरति तस्य हृदये
शरच्चन्द्रभ्रान्तिं स्फुरदमलकान्तिं गजगतिं
शरच्चन्द्रभ्रान्तिं स्फुरद अमलकान्तिं गजगतिं
हरिप्रेमोन्मत्तं धृतपरमसत्त्वं स्मितमुखम्
हरिप्रेमोन्मत्तं
सदा गूर्णन्नेत्रं करकलितवेत्रं कलिविधम्
सदा गूर्णन्नेत्रं करकलितवेत्रं
भजे नित्यानन्दं भजनतरुकण्ठं निरवधि
भजे नित्यानन्दं भजनतरुकण्ठं निरवधि
भजे नित्यानन्दं भजनतरुकण्ठं निरवधि
भजे नित्यानन्दं भजनतरुकण्ठं निरवधि
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे
हरे कृष्णा हरे राम
कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे
राम राम हरे हरे
ध्यानाष्टकम की जय, वृंदावन दास ठाकुर की जय, ध्यान प्रभु की
जय।
మహి ఏం చేస్తున్నారు? So this is a beautiful shloka from Srimad Bhagavata Mahatmyam that tells how we can pray to the Lord or how we can pray to Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam is not different from Krishna himself. So praying to Bhagavatam is same as praying to Krishna. Samsara sagare magnam Deenam mam karunanide
Inam Karunanide
Karmagrahya Gruhitangam Mamuddhava Bhavarnaval
Mamuddava Banarnaval
Srimad Bhagavatakyoyam
Sriman Bhagavatam
Pratyaksha Krishna Evahi Swikrutosi Maya Natha
Dhyāna
Mukyartham Bhavasagare
Mukyartam Bhavasagare
Manoratho Madiyoyam
Manoratho Madhiyam
Safala Sarvadhatvaya
Sapala Sarvada Svaya
Nirvigne Naiva Kartavyam
Nivene Narva Kartavyam
Dasoham Tava Keshava.
Dashoham Tava
Yeah.
Keshava.
So this is a beautiful prayer. You can include this in your daily prayers. Karma grahya. You said right, crocodile. This is the exact word. Karma grahya. I am caught by the clutches of crocodile. So please uplift me. Mamuddhava Bhavarnaval. From this material ocean, please uplift me. I am already drowning in the ocean. On top of that, just like Gajendra is caught with the crocodile, we are also caught with the crocodile. Please uplift me. Please uplift me. And this is a prayer to Srimad Bhagavatam. So Srimad Bhagavatam will give you a hand. Srimad Bhagavatam will give you a hand. So you will be uplifted. So this is a beautiful shloka. Actually, we can recite this in the beginning of every Bhagavatam class. Before you read Bhagavatam, you can include this. So the uplifting, when I talked about uplifting, right? Uplifting means a person who is outside the ocean, they will give a hand and they will uplift you. You are drowning in the ocean or you are in the well, and a person who is outside the ocean, they will give you a hand to uplift. So, Karavalamba Stotram, Narsimha Karavalamba Stotram also, same thing. And in Mukundamala Stotra also, Andhasya me hruta viveka mahadhanasya Chaurai prabho bali birindriya namateyai Mohantakupakuhare vinipatitasya Devesha dehi krupanasya karavalambham. Okay, that's another beautiful sloka. So we have many Karavalamba shlokas like this. In various scriptures, we have many Karavalamba shlokas. There is a Padavalamba, right? No, I think Mukundamala Stotra there is Padavalambam. Karavalamba only, yeah? There is Padavalambam then? Somewhere there is Padavalambam. No. Padavalambam. Maybe Narsimha Stotra, Karavalamba Stotra. No, that is Karavalambam only. Yeah. Okay, we'll find it out. Yeah. One second. రాజేష్ గారు తీసుకొచ్చారా? ఓకే, మీరు వెయిట్ చేస్తారా? మా క్లాస్ ఇంకో 1 hour పడుతుంది. అవసరం లేదు, మీరు వెళ్తే వెళ్ళొచ్చు. యా, థ్యాంక్ యూ. ఐ టాక్ టు లేటర్. థ్యాంక్ యూ. మీ అబ్బాయా? ఓకే, హాయ్. You are welcome to sit అండి. It's a Bhagavad Gita class. You are welcome to sit. But if you have something to take care, you can leave also. Yes. Yeah, you can spend time. You can go around and spend some time. Thank you. తెలుసా మీకు? అవునా? ఓకే, వెళ్ళి హాయ్ చెప్పండి మరి. లలిత మీరు ఇచ్చారు. ఎస్. So, talking about Karavalambam, I'll tell you a beautiful story. Did we discuss about Surdas in this class or the evening class? I think evening class, Surdas. Does everyone know about Surdas? Netrahin Surdas? No? So Surdas is a great devotee of Krishna, but he is blind. And he writes beautiful poems about Krishna. He has taken a vow to write 125,000 shlokas about Krishna before he dies. 125,000. That's unimaginable. Yeah? That's as much as the size of Mahabharatam. Mahabharatam has 125,000 shlokas. So Surdas, the way Surdas would write is, every day he would sit to write some poems about Krishna, and Krishna would come and sit next to him. Surdas cannot see, but he can talk. Okay? So he used to converse with Krishna. So Krishna will ask, okay, so what are you going to write today about me? What are you going to write about me today? And Surdas says, today Krishna will wear red color. He will write like that. But we all know Krishna is Pitambara Krishna, right? Vishnu or Krishna is Pitambara Dhari. That's what Krishna says. But I am wearing yellow, I always wear yellow. But Surdas says, but no, today my Krishna wears red. And then hearing that, now he has to fulfill that, right? Krishna has to fulfill that. So he goes on top of the hill. There is a Gosai. Gosai is a devotee who is a disciple of Vallabhacharya. Okay, Surdas also comes in the same lineage, Vallabhacharya, Vallabha Sampradaya, Pushti Marg, Vallabha Sampradaya. So then Krishna goes to this Gosai. Okay, Gosai means Goswami, like Alvar, saintly person. Okay, a great devotee of Krishna. He goes to the Gosai and asks him to change his dress in red color. And that Gosai asks, why do you want to wear red today? You always wear yellow. So then he says that my devotee Surdas, Netrihin Surdas, so he is giving me big trouble. Despite telling that I always wear yellow, today he wrote in the poem that I wear red. So I have to fulfill that. So then Gosai agrees. He changes Krishna into red color, dhoti and everything. He doesn't wear kurta, but only dhoti and some uttariyam. And then after changing, then he asks. Gosai asks Krishna that so Gosai changes the dress, and Krishna goes to Surdas and appears in red color dress. And Krishna tells that, see, now I am in red color dress. Surdas cannot see, but he is happy that Krishna dressed up in red color. Then the Gosai also comes here to Surdas and asks him, who told you that Krishna is going to wear red today? And then Surdas says, that same Krishna who asked you to change his dress, that same Krishna, he told me that he wants a red dress today. That same Krishna, he told me that he wanted a red dress today. What is he referring to? But that Krishna, he did not tell him. The Paramatma who is inside Surdas, he inspired from within that he wanted to wear red color dress. But the external Krishna, he is playing a drama, as if he does not know anything. And he was telling, I always wear yellow. Why do you write that today I'm going to wear yellow, I'm going to wear red? So this is a drama. Krishna is a Natavara, the great actor. So such is the relationship between Surdas and Krishna. So so one day, Netrihin Surdas, because he is blind, he was walking in the streets of Vrindavan. So he fell in a pothole. There's a big pothole on the road. Okay, it's very common, right? Potholes in India are very common. Not only in India, even here also. In Samavesh, there is a Safeway complex, Safeway Apna Bazaar complex. There is a pothole on the road last month. There's a big pothole on the road which was there for 3 weeks. Uncovered. Yeah. I myself, I drove into that several times. Huh? No warning, nothing. Big pothole, no, nothing. Usually anything like that happens, we usually see it is covered in 1 or 2 days. And it's a small thing, right? Small means like a big size. So if a car is driving on top of that, the tire can go inside. So it is that big. It was uncovered for 3 weeks. So Yatrihin Surdas, one day he fell in a pothole like that. And then nobody noticed. Probably it was dark in the night and nobody noticed that he was in the pothole. And then he was there like that for few days. And then he started praying to Krishna that, oh Krishna, please uplift me. I'm here without any food, without water. So please uplift me. How long I have to stay here in this miserable condition? Please uplift me. And then Krishna and Radharani, they are sitting together in Golok Vrindavana, in spiritual world. And Krishna heard the prayer, but Krishna, he did not come immediately. He waited. He waited so that Surdas can intensify his prayer. But as soon as Krishna heard the prayer, Radharani also hears the prayer, right? Then Radharani told Krishna that, oh Swami, look, Surdas, he's calling out. He's in a desperate condition. We need to go. And then Krishna said, wait, we'll go, but let him intensify his prayer. We'll go, in a little while. But Radharani said, no, looks like it's a very desperate condition. We have to go now. Krishna said, no, wait. We will go after some time. And Radharani, this time she said, no, I'm going. If you want to come, you come. Otherwise, I'm going. So warning. She gave a warning to Krishna and she started coming. And Krishna, no option, right? He simply followed. So No. This is the story here, happening here in every home. Gar Gar Ki Kahani. Where is it originating from? It is originating from Radha Krishna, Krishna's home. So such is the glory of the wives. పొగుడుతున్నాను అయ్యో పొగుడుతున్నా కూడా డౌట్ వస్తుంది. So then Radharani started coming to Vrindavan, and then Krishna followed behind. And Radharani. Thank you. So Radharani, she comes to this pothole and she asks Surdas, who are you? Why are you here in this pothole? And Surdas says, Surdas, as soon as he heard this voice, along with this voice, he also heard some transcendental sound. He heard some transcendental sound. And he noticed, he sensed that the person who came is not an ordinary person, some saintly person, some divine, maybe some sadhu, or some lady who is a saintly person, lady sadhu, like that. He did not think that it was Radharani. And Radharani came, when she asked, who are you and all, and Surdas said that somehow I fell in this pothole and I have been here for a few days, nobody is helping me. Can you help me? And Radharani said, yes, I can help you. Then Radharani, she gave a hand And Surdas held onto that hand, and as soon as he held onto that hand, then he recognized it is none other than Radharani. As soon as he sensed it, Surdas with one hand held onto the hand of Radharani, another hand held onto the lotus feet of Radharani. Okay? One hand, lotus feet, one hand, he held onto the hand. And then as soon as Surdas held onto the lotus feet of Radharani, she immediately moved, she stepped back. And then with holding Radharani's hand, he came up. But when Radharani was stepping back, her anklet came out, and it came in the hands of Surdas. So Surdas immediately put that anklet in his pocket. Okay, and then Krishna also came, right? And Krishna is saying, okay, now you saved Surdas, let's go now. Let's go. Before somebody sees us, let's go now. Let's leave from here. And then Radharani is about to leave. Then she noticed that her anklet is missing. Then she tells Krishna that, oh, wait a minute, my anklet is missing. Maybe it is in the pothole. Because when Surdas touched my feet, probably it fell into the pothole, or he got it. Then Radharani asks Surdas that my anklet is missing. Do you have it? Surdas says, I got something in my hand. I don't know whether it is anklet or what it is because I cannot see it. And then he shows it. And Radharani says, yes, that's my anklet. Give it to me. Surdas says, what's the guarantee that it's your anklet? Tomorrow, if somebody else comes and says that their anklet is missing and it is their anklet, now how can I justify? What can I tell to them? I'll be doing injustice to them, right? So saying this, Surdas says, I want to verify if this is your anklet or not. Okay? Now show me your other anklet. I will touch both anklets and see if both are matching. I'll count the number of those gunguru and see if they are matching and they feel the same. If it is same, then I will give it to you. Then Radharani said, okay, fine. Yeah. Okay, fine. You can verify if it is mine or not. Then Radharani extends both her feet towards Surdas, and this time Surdas holds on to both the feet. He holds on to both the feet of Radharani, and then he touches the gunguru anklet, and he says, yes, this is yours, you take it. So by saying this, there's a lila going on. Surdas' intention was to hold on to both the lotus feet of Radharani. And as soon as he held on to both the feet, and he could see Radharani. Radharani gave her darshan to Surdas, even though he was netraheen, right? Netraheen is only for the charma chakshu, but physical. He was physically blind. Even if we have eyes, we cannot see God with these eyes. So God has to give us divya chakshu, divya jnanam, divya chakshu. Only with the transcendental eye we can see God. Radharani gave him transcendental eyes, and he was able to see. And he was able to see both Krishna and Radha. And Radharani asked him, okay, so since we are here, and I am pleased with your behavior, your intention of touching my feet, I am pleased with your behavior, you can ask for a boon. Ask something, what do you want? Now he could have asked that, oh Radharani, please remove my blindness, right? Please make me see this world, something like that. But this is what he asked. He said, please give me a boon that even through that divya chakshu, I should not see anything else. I should not see anything else. After seeing you and Krishna, there is nothing else remaining for me to see, And by mistake, if I see something else, I don't want to see that. Because compared to your darshan, there is nothing equal to that. And so please take the Divya Chakshu away and make me not see anything else after this. Then both Radha and Krishna, they blessed him and then they returned to spiritual world. So Karavalamba means not just giving a hand and uplifting from the material world, right? But doing something beyond that. So when we offer this prayer, Karma Grahya Gruhitangam Mamuddhava Bhavarnaval Srimad Bhagavatakyoyam Pratyaksha Krishna Evahi Swikrutosi Mayanata Mukyartam Bhavasagari Manoradho Madiyoyam Safala Sarvadhatvaya Nirvigne Naiva Kartavyam Dasoham Tavakeshava. Very beautiful, very beautiful. Dasoham Tavakeshava. Look at that last line, how beautiful that is. That word itself is very nice. Dasoham Tavakeshava. So, good. Thank you for asking this question. Okay. Now, Hare Krishna. What's your name? Sushil. Okay. You live here in Linwood?
Yeah.
Okay.
I used to live in Redmond, which was close to Samavish Temple.
Yeah, I saw you in Samavish Temple. Yeah, many times. Okay, so today, shloka number 3 and 4. We'll see how much time we can discuss. So in this chapter 6, shloka number 1 and 2, what did we learn last week? That Krishna started introducing Aṣṭāṅga Yoga. He said, a true yogi is not that yogi who never lights up any fire. Sannyasi means usually they go to forest and they don't want to do anything. They don't want to be engaged in occupational duties. They don't even want to do yajna, karma, kanda, all those things. So, but Krishna tells in the beginning of this chapter, Anashrita karma phalam karyam karoti Anashrita karma phalam karyam karma karoti yaha sasanyasi cha yogi cha na niragnir na chakriyah na nira agni. Niragni means no fire. A true yogi is that person who is engaged in activities, but he is detached from the results of that activity. Not that person who never lights up a fire, who renounces things artificially. Not that person is a true yogi. So this word sannyasam, what does it mean? What comes to your mind as soon as you hear this word sannyasam? Okay, all of you close your eyes. Sannyasam. So what came to your mind?
Leaving everything.
Okay, giving everything away. Somebody else? Detachment. Okay. This is the answer I was looking for. We have orange color here. So, yeah, this family always wins. Together, wife and husband, they always win. Sannyasam means the first thing that comes to your mind is saffron color, orange color clothes, right? But that is external. The actual definition of sannyasam, there are 2 words in it. Saha and nyasam. Nyasam means surrender. Nyasam means surrender. Sannyasam. Sam means samyak rupena. Samyak rupena nyasam iti sannyasam. That means who surrenders in the best possible way. Samyak rupena means best possible way. Who surrenders in the best possible way, he is sannyasi. Surrenders means what? Surrenders the results surrenders the results of the work to Krishna, surrenders himself to Krishna, surrenders his mind, intelligence and senses to Krishna, surrenders his body, soul, everything to Krishna, surrenders his heart to Krishna. Atmanivedanam, complete Atmanivedanam. So that is sannyasam. Samyak rupena nyasam. So having said that, Krishna started describing about Aṣṭāṅga Yoga. What is the prerequisite for Aṣṭāṅga Yoga? This is the prerequisite, that one should be detached from the results of their action. Nishkama Karma Yoga is the prerequisite, which seems like an advanced stage in Karma Yoga. But that is the beginning of Aṣṭāṅga Yoga. The prerequisite or beginning stage of Aṣṭāṅga Yoga is one should be detached, one should be perfect in Nishkama Karma Yoga, which means one should be perfect in Karma Yoga, Dhyāna Yoga, Sankhya Yoga, all those things. Okay? That means it takes a lot of time. It takes majority of your lifetime in perfecting these things only. So by the end of your life, if somebody wants to practice Aṣṭāṅga Yoga, you are just beginning. At the tail end of your life, you are just practicing, you are just beginning the practice of Aṣṭāṅga Yoga. So where is the time to practice Aṣṭāṅga Yoga? Okay? And then in shloka number 3 and 4, Krishna describes the further prerequisites. We'll see what are those. Srimad Bhagavad Gita Chapter 6, shloka number 3. I'm saying Bhagavatam because every day we speak Bhagavatam. Arurukshor muner yogam karma karana muchyate. Yoga rudasya tasyaiva shama karana muchyate. Aruruksho, who has just begun yoga, Mune of the sage, Yogam, the eightfold yoga system, Karma, work, Karanam, the means, Uchyate is said to be, Yoga, eightfold yoga, Arudasya, of one who has attained, Tasya, his, Eva, certainly, Shama, cessation of all material activities, Karanam, the means, Uchyate is said to be. Give it to Ravi. Read this.
For one who is neophyte in the eightfold yoga system, work is said to be the means. And for one who is already elevated in yoga,
Cessation
of all material activities is said to be the means.
Yeah. Read this also.
The process of linking oneself with the Supreme is called yoga. It may be compared to a ladder for attaining the topmost spiritual realization. This ladder begins from the lowest material condition of the living entity and rises up to perfect self-realization in pure spiritual life. According to various elevations, different parts of the ladder are known by different names. But all in all, the complete ladder is called yoga and may be divided into three parts, namely Jnana Yoga, Dhyana Yoga and Bhakti Yoga. The beginning of the ladder is called the
Yogarukshu
stage.
Or Rurukshu.
Yoga stage. The beginning of the ladder is called the Yoga Rurukshu stage, and the highest rung is called
Yoga Ruda.
Concentrating the eightfold yoga system attempts in the beginning to enter into the meditation through the regulative principles of life and participate of different sitting postures, which are more or less bodily exercise, are considering fruitive material activities. All such activities lead to achieving perfect mental equilibrium to control the senses. Which one is accomplished in the practice of meditation? He ceases all disturbing mental activities. A Krishna conscious person, however, is situated from the beginning on the platform of meditation because he always thinks of Krishna and being constantly engaged in the service of Krishna, he is considered to have ceased all material activities.
Thank you. Okay, so Krishna is describing about the process of this Aṣṭāṅga Yoga. Aṣṭāṅga, eightfold process of Aṣṭāṅga Yoga. There are 8 limbs in it. What are the 8 limbs? Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. Okay? So let's repeat this. Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. Okay? So, Yama, Niyama, do's and don'ts. What to do, what not to do. The rules and regulations. Just like in every area, in every field, there are some do's and don'ts. Okay? So if you take the example of driving a car, there are do's and don'ts. If you take the example of cooking in the kitchen, there are do's and don'ts. If you take the example of working, in any job, there are do's and don'ts. So the rules and regulations are there to discipline a person. Without that, different people will behave differently. Different people will act according to their own will, whimsically, and there will be a big fight because of that. There are conflicts and there will be big fights because of that. So to set some discipline, there are some do's and don'ts. The Vedas also have these regulations, yama, niyama. What to do, what not to do. Rules. Yeah. So that a person who is interested in practicing Aṣṭāṅga Yoga, why will anybody want to practice Aṣṭāṅga Yoga first of all? Because they think other practices are very easy. Bhakti Yoga, you say chant and be happy. Yeah? Just take the Japamala and then, how can I be happy with this? It seems to be very easy. I don't accept this. Tell me something very hard. So, then we can tell them, okay, at least practice Karma Yoga. Just do whatever you are doing and offer the results to Krishna. That will become yoga. They will try that for a few months and they say, oh, this is very easy. I'm not changing anything. Sthane sthiti gata, I'm not changing anything. I'm wherever I am. I'm not convinced that this is yoga. This will connect me with God. This is very easy. Give me something hard. So like that, they reject all these other processes, thinking that they are very easy and which are not the best ones. Last week, remember we discussed, whatever is easy is not the best and whatever is best is not easy to get it. Okay? So thinking that these yogis, they reject all these other processes and finally they want to practice Aṣṭāṅga Yoga. So for that they have to start with yama niyama. Okay? Some do's and don'ts, rules and regulations. Then asana. Asana is bodily postures, the yoga asanas. So what we hear about yoga in today's society, we hear about only this third step, which is one part of this entire Aṣṭāṅga Yoga. And in the society, they are taking that one part and they are calling that as the yoga in entirety, which is not true. And even that yoga also, what is the purpose? The asanas, the postures, bodily postures they are doing, but what is their goal? What is their objective? To become healthy so that they can enjoy more. They can enjoy more. But that's not the purpose of yoga. The purpose of yoga is to connect with God. The purpose of yoga is to connect with God, to link with God. So, asana, and then we have pranayama. Pranayama includes the breathing techniques. Breathing techniques. So these first four, by the way, in the first yama and niyama, there are rules which talk about maintaining celibacy. No marriage. No marriage. Okay? And there are many other strict rules like that. Okay? So the first four steps of this 8 process Aṣṭāṅga Yoga, yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, they are preparing one's body. They are preparing one's body to connect with God. And then after this, the remaining 4 processes, what are those 4 limbs or 4 processes? Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. These 4, they prepare the mind to connect with God. So it's a 2-step process. First you prepare the body to connect with God using the first 4 limbs, yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, and then pratyahara, dharana, dhyana and samadhi. These 4 processes are preparing the mind to connect with God. Okay? So pranayama, we all know about it. Then pratyahara. Pratyahara means restraining the senses, controlling the senses. Controlling the senses by cutting down on food, by cutting down on water, eventually even by cutting down on breathing also. So there is another shloka in this chapter, Yukta Ahara Viharasya. Krishna tells how to do everything in a regulated fashion. Eating in a regulated way, sleeping in a regulated way, drinking in a regulated way, entertaining, recreation in a regulated way, everything in a regulated way. Yukta ahara viharasya, yukta cheshtasya karmasu, yukta swapnava bodhasya, yogi bhavati karmasu. Yogi bhavati dukkha. Yogi bhavati dukkha. Okay? So one who does not follow these regulations, they will be miserable. Dukkha. Yogo bhavati dukkha. So a yogi after perfecting in the first 4 stages, that stage is called yoga rurukshu. Okay, as we saw in the 3rd shloka, right? This you can see here. Arurukshor muner yogam karma karana muchyate yoga rudasya tasyaiva shama karana muchyate. So these are the 2 stages. Yoga rurukshu, yoga ruda. Yoga rurukshu, yoga ruda. Yoga rurukshu is the preliminary stage. And yoga ruda stage is the advanced the stage where a yogi achieves perfection. So in the advanced stage where the 4 limbs, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana and samadhi. Pratyahara means the yogi will initially he will stop. Initially he will eat food in a controlled fashion. Eventually he will stop eating, and eventually he will stop drinking water also, and he will also stop breathing. He'll stop breathing completely. First, it's a 2-step process. First, they will stop outgoing breath. They'll only inhale, but no exhaling. And after many years like that, after 30-40 years like that, when they achieve perfection in restraining, in preserving whatever breath that they have inhaled, then they will stop inhaling also. So complete breath is stopped. Complete breath is stopped. Why do they stop the breath? Because the lifespan is based on the number of breaths that we take. Number of the cycles of inhaling and exhaling that we take. So let's say God has given you some 10,000 cycles of inhaling and exhaling. Now if you finish that, that means you are gone. So the yogis, they stop this breathing cycle so that they can live longer and achieve perfection in this Aṣṭāṅga Yoga. Their goal is not to enjoy. They don't want to, watch TV, right? Okay? By extending their lifespan, their purpose is not to watch more number of movies or, not to have more entertainment. They are maintaining austerity. It's a great tapas. You and me cannot do it. Normal people cannot do it. But they want to achieve perfection in this most difficult process of Aṣṭāṅga Yoga. That's why they increase the lifespan. Because it's a difficult task, they need more time. So after achieving perfection in the pratyahara stage, they stop breathing, and because the remaining three, Dharana, Dhyana and Samadhi, are the most difficult ones. Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi, they completely deal with mind. These three are meditation. Dharana, Dhyana, where is Sudhakar? Sudhakar is missing. Dharana, Dhyana and Samadhi. These three are dealing with meditation. Different levels of meditation. Dharana is preliminary stage of meditation. Dhyana is more focused meditation. Samadhi is like completely absorbed in meditating on Paramatma. Okay? So Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi, meditation means meditating on Paramatma. Meditating on Paramatma. So different stages, preliminary, somewhat advanced and the most advanced. Okay? 3 stages. So Krishna tells here, for one who is neophyte means one who is just beginning. Who is just beginning this Aṣṭāṅga Yoga process, work is said to be the means. That means, for one who just started practicing Aṣṭāṅga Yoga, they can still be a software engineer. They can still go to Microsoft, Amazon. They don't have to go to forest. Okay? Because it's a probation period. It's a trial period. To see if a person can really do this or not. That's why this is allowed. They can be in the society, in the world, and try practicing. What are those 4? Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama. That's why you see art of living people, they're all software engineers and then still they're doing breathing, yoga, asana and pranayama both. Okay? But they don't do the yama and niyama. Everybody ignores yama and niyama. Rules and regulations nobody wants to follow. Like for example, one of the rules of yama is, yama means do's, niyama means don'ts. Okay? One of the rules of yama is like no smoking. They don't want to follow that. So like that, there are so many rules and regulations. They ignore all this and directly go to asana and pranayama. That asana, pranayama also not in a bona fide way. We see so many different yoga schools in the society. Hot yoga, Vikram yoga, this yoga, that yoga, all nonsense stuff. So Dharana, Dhyana and Samadhi, these are the advanced stages. Now let's see in the next, in the purport, Prabhupada writes that this whole system of yoga, consider it like a ladder. Okay? And then there are different rungs, different steps on this yoga ladder. Jnana yoga, Dhyana yoga, and then Bhakti yoga. Even a person who has achieved perfection in Dhyana yoga, which is Aṣṭāṅga Yoga, what we are talking about, even after achieving perfection here, still they have to do Bhakti yoga. Because after practicing Dhyana yoga, then they will know how difficult it is. Many people, they give up. Many people, they give up in the initial stage only, yoga rurukshu stage only. Yama niyama, they cannot follow all those things. So they give up. Or even if they go to pranayama, now you try doing breathing, anuloma, viloma, all these things, kumbhaka, rechaka, all those things at home for 6 months, and you will know how difficult it is. So most of the people, they give up, and even if one goes to the advanced stage, yoga rurukshu stage, that is even more difficult. Pratyahara, controlling the senses. So Pratyahara stage, then they have to go to forest. You cannot be a software engineer. You cannot be a housewife. You cannot be a husband. You have to go to forest that time. That's the real test. So, and even if somebody goes with great difficulty, somebody goes there, if they are near perfection, and then they die. Okay? So then in the next life, they are given a birth in a devotee family where they can practice Bhakti Yoga. So by that time, they realize that this process of Aṣṭāṅga Yoga is very difficult. So they give up all this and then practice Bhakti Yoga. So maybe one more shloka. Kids class is done, I think. Class అయిపోయింది అది అయిపోయిందా ask the kids to come here then. Yeah. So we'll discuss this one shloka and then we'll do the kirtan. The next two shlokas, 5th and 6th, they are very important shlokas. They talk about mind control. How to control mind. That we will discuss next week. But before that, shloka number 4. Yada hinendriyarteshu na karmasvanu sajjate sarva sankalpa sannyasi yoga rudastadutchate. A person is said to be elevated in yoga when, having renounced all material desires, he neither acts for sense gratification nor engages in fruitive activities. Purport. When a person is fully engaged in the transcendental loving service of the Lord, he is pleased in himself, and thus he is no longer engaged in sense gratification or in fruitive activities. Otherwise, one must be engaged in sense gratification, since one cannot live without engagement. Without Krishna consciousness, one must be always seeking self-centered or extended selfish activities. But a Krishna conscious person can do everything for the satisfaction of Krishna and thereby be perfectly detached from sense gratification. One who has no such realization must mechanically try to escape material desires before being elevated to the top rung of the yoga ladder. So the biggest challenge these Aṣṭāṅga Yoga practitioners face is how to detach from the results of action. How to detach from the results of action. Because this process is easy in Bhakti Yoga. In Bhakti Yoga, we know where the results are going to. Where we are offering, who we are offering the results to. Sarvam Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. We know that Krishna, we are offering the results to Krishna. Why do we do that? Why do we offer the results to Krishna? Huh? He's the controller. Yeah, but in the initial stage, do we have that conviction? But still we do that. Why? Because we know that he will give us back. Right? For example, she just put the boga, naivedyam, there, right? Why do we do that? We know that Krishna is going to give us back. He's not going to eat. If we know that Krishna is going to eat it up, are we going to keep that plate there? Huh? Huh? Happily. The real test comes when it actually happens. The real test comes when it actually happens. Um, so it is difficult. It is difficult to offer the results without knowing who is receiving the results. In Aṣṭāṅga Yoga, there is no knowledge like this. Okay? They have to artificially try to detach from the results. Just do your work and you don't know where the results are going. Neither you are getting the results nor your family members. Somebody is taking. So without that knowledge, it is difficult to get the conviction that I have to be detached from the results of my action. That's what Prabhupada writes here. It is very difficult to one who has no such realization must mechanically try to escape material desires before being elevated to the top rung of the yoga ladder. Without Krishna consciousness, one must be always seeking self-centered or extended selfish activities. Annamaya Shloka.
There is a saying that Madilo Chintalu,
Mailalu, Manugulu. Yeah. Yeah.
So, unless until you cut yourself forcefully that materialistic world, you can't.
There's no end to it.
There is no end to it.
Yeah.
Only with Krishna's consciousness only you can say forcibly cut and then come out of that.
Yeah. So the samsara sagara is nothing but an ocean of desires. Ocean of desires. Oftentimes we think samsara sagara means family members, attachment. Huh? Or we just imagine some ocean. Samsara sagara means we imagine some ocean with real water and we are drowning in that. No, it's not like that. We are already drowning here. Even on the land, we are drowning. So what are we drowning in? We're drowning in the ocean of desires. Trishna toye madana pavano dhutamo mimale dara varta tanaya sahaja graha sangha kulecha samsarakye mahati jaladau majjatam nastridaman padamboje barada bhavato bhaktinavam prayacha. Trishna toye. Trishna means desire. Toya means water. I am drowning in this ocean which is full of water, and that water is nothing but desires. Trishna. Trishna toye madana pavano dihita mohormi bale. Mohormi male. So there is an ocean which is full of water. That water represents desires. On top of being in the ocean, there are unlimited number of waves that are coming. And what are those waves representing? Lust. Madana pavana uddhita mohormi male. There is a mala, there is a garland of waves. Just like you see this garland, one after that, one after another, one after another. Like that, one wave after another, one wave after another, continuously. The waves are coming. What are these waves? Madana pavana. These waves are caused by Madana pavana, the wind of lusty desires. The wind of lusty desires. Madana pavanodhita mohormi male dara varte tanaya sahaja. This is my favorite shloka. Dara means wife. So On top, see, we're already drowning. A man is already drowning in the ocean. Huh? And there are waves. On top of that, there's a problem of wife. And then on top of that, there is a problem of children, Tanaya. And there is a problem of Sahaja, brothers and sisters. Huh? So all these people are like crocodiles. Wife, and a wife is actually whirlpool, Dhara, Vara. Huh? Wife is compared to whirlpool. Dhara, Varte, Tanaya Sahaja, Graha Sangha Kulecha. The children, the siblings, they are compared to crocodiles. Huh? So many problems. You have a question? 1 second. So many problems are there. So it is difficult to get out of this ocean. So please give me a boat of bhakti. Bhakti navam prayacha. Only through the help of bhakti nava I can come out of this ocean. Yes, Kasyavi. Oh, brothers. Where is Annapurna? She is inside. Brothers and sisters as monster. Where is your monster? Oh, he is there in the back. Tanish, come here. Are you a monster? Monster. No, I'm good. Annapurna, you missed the most important part. Ask Lasyavi. We were just discussing that shloka from Mukundamala Stotra. Then Lasyavi raised her hand. She said, there is a nice thing here in this shloka. The brothers and sisters are monsters. You just got a sister, right? A brother, huh? Okay. Okay. So, childhood, huh? Yeah. This one only. Tanaya Sahaja, Graha Sangakulecha. Graha means crocodile. Yeah. Okay, so why did we go there? Desires, material desires. So there is no end to the desires. So artificially renouncing these desires is very difficult. That is the challenge these Aṣṭāṅga Yoga practitioners face. That's why have we seen any one single person in the society who is practicing Aṣṭāṅga Yoga? Zero. There may be people who are already in the advanced stage and they are in the Himalayas, the yogis, who are living for 100 plus years, 200 plus years like that. But in the society, have you ever heard anybody saying, I'm practicing Aṣṭāṅga Yoga, you want to come for a satsang? No, right? It's a blessing that we did not have anybody like that in the friend circle. Otherwise, we don't want to do that, right? We don't want to be influenced by them. So, peer pressure. Yeah, you want to try, because they're calling, they're my friend, we want to try. You go and try, and then, you don't know where you will end up. Okay? So, in these first 4 shlokas, Krishna talks about the preliminary process of practicing Aṣṭāṅga Yoga. Preparing your body, basically. Preparing one's body in Aṣṭāṅga Yoga. Then, starting from shloka number 5 onwards, Krishna talks about mind, which is the important subject from this chapter. So next week, topic will be art of mind control. You cannot miss it. Yeah. Okay, so now we'll sing that bhajan and then lunch.
Not much time. I said how much? Maybe 10 minutes.
Shiva? Mridanga. Samet leader, Samet and Yoshita, that big boy. Huh? Okay. So we'll sing this Nityananda Aṣṭāṅgam. Very beautiful. It's in Sanskrit, written by Vrindavan Das Thakur. This is in a Sanskrit meter called Shikarini. Shikarini means, Shikara means the topmost. Okay, topmost. So this is one of the topmost meters. There is Shardula Vikridita meter, that is also topmost. This is also topmost, Shikarini. The song name is Sharad Chandra Bhrantim, Nityananda Aṣṭāṅgam by Vrindavan Das Thakur. Every shloka ends with the line Bhaje Nityanandam Bhajanataru Kandam Niravadi. Niravadi means uninterruptedly, continuously, always, sada. Bhajana. Bhajana means the practice of devotional service. The practice of devotional service, bhakti. Bhaje Nityanandam. May I always worship Nityananda. And who is that Nityananda? He is Bhajana Taru Kandam. Imagine a tree of bhajana. Imagine a tree of bhakti. And there is a root. So Nityananda Prabhu is the root of that bhajana tree, the bhakti tree. So let me worship that Adi Moolam. We say Adi Moolam, right? Adi Moolam of the bhakti. Adi Moolam of the Bhakti Vriksha. We can put it that way. That's why we have Bhakti Vriksha classes. Right? So where is that coming from? From here. Yeah. Bhakti Taru. Taru means tree. Vriksha. Bhakti Vriksha.
Water root will nourish it. So through Nityananda we can reach Krishna.
So if Nityananda is Guru, he represents Guru Tattva, Balaram. Nityananda Prabhu is nothing but Balaram, none other than Balaram. So they represent Guru Tattva. So if we please Guru, then Krishna is pleased, everybody is pleased. Yeah. Okay. Sharad Chandra Bhrantim Spuradamalakantim Gajagatim Hari Premonmaktam Drita Paramasatvam Smitamukam
Hari Premantam Dhrutaparamasatvam Smitam
Sada Gurannetram Karakalitavetram Kalibidam
Sangulam Netram Karakalitavetram Kalibidam
Bhaje Nityanandam Bhajanataru Niravadi
Bhaje Nityanandam Bhajanataram
Bhaje Nityanandam Bhajanataru Niravadi
Bhaje Nityanandam Bhajanataram
Rasanamagaram Swajanagana Sarvasvamatulam
Turn off after 10 minutes. See.
Tadiyaika prana pramita vasudha jahnapatim.
Carefully turn off, okay? I'll come back. I want to pick up milk.
So Nityananda Prabhu's wife's name is
Take
Jahnavi.
milk.
Tadiyaika prana pramita vasudha jahnapatim.
Mataji వాళ్ళు ఇంట్లో milk రావాలా
Sada premonmadam paramamaviditam mandamanasam भजे नित्यानन्दं भजन तरुकण्ठं निरवधि भजे नित्यानन्दं भजन तरुकण्ठं निरवधि सचीसूनु प्रेष्ठं निखिल जगदिष्टं सुखमयम् कलौ मज्जज्जीवो धरणकर्णोद्धाम करुणम् हरेराख्यानाद्वा भवजलधि गर्वोन्नतिहरम् See, we just talked about the ocean of material desires, Bhavajaladi, and that appears here. Harerakyanadva Bhavajaladi Garvo Natiharam. That means we have a pride. We have the pride of being drowning in the material ocean. Look at the description here, Garva. We are so proud that we are drowning in the material ocean. That means we are not even acknowledging that we have this problem. We are not even acknowledging that we are suffering in the material world. Bhavajaladi Garva. Unnati. Not just Garva. Garva in the highest stage. Topmost pride. We are so proud about it. We are so proud that we are suffering. How funny it is. Beautiful word. Bhavajaladi Garvonnati. They say, right? Padavonnati. That means the pride of some position. Like that, the pride of, the topmost pride of this suffering. Topmost pride of drowning in the material ocean. Harerakyanadva Bhavajaladi Garvonnati Haram. Bhaje Nityanandam Bhajana Tarukandham Niravadi. Aye Bhratarninam Kalikalushinam Kimnu Bhag. Aye Bhratarninam Kalikalushinam Kimnu Bhavita. Kalushinam Kimnu Bhavita. Tata Prayaschittam Rachaya Yadhanaya Sata Ime. Vrajanti Tvamittam Saha Bhagavata Mantrayati Yo. Bhaje Nityanandam Bhajana Tarukandham Niravadi. Okay, so why we have to worship the Guru first? Why we have to please the Guru first? Only then Krishna will come and help us. Because if we try to serve Krishna directly, if we try to please Krishna directly, we may make mistakes. That's why if we approach Krishna through the via medium of Guru, if there are any mistakes in the process of bhakti, then Guru will correct. That's why Nityananda Prabhu, he is like a Guru. So we worship this Guru always so that Krishna is pleased. This is exhibited in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Leela, when Jagai and Madai, two drunkards, they hit one of the, these two drunkards, they hit Nityananda Prabhu with a bottle on the forehead. and he started bleeding. Nityananda Prabhu's forehead started bleeding. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came and he was about to kill him. And then Nityananda Prabhu stopped. So Guru, even if we make mistakes, he will excuse, he will correct our mistakes. And he will make sure that we get the mercy of Krishna. Bhaje Nityanandam Bhajanataru Kandham Niravadi Yatestam Re Bhrata Kuru Hari Hari Kuru Hari Hari Dhyana Yatestam Re Bhrata Kuru Hari Hari Dhyana Manisham Kuru Hari Hari Dhyana Manisham Tato va samsaram bhuditaranadhayo mailaget Idam bahu spotair atatiratayanya pratigruham Bhaje Nityanandam Bhajanataru Kandham Niravadi Balat Samsarambho Nidhiharana Kumbhodbhavamaho
New.
Satam Shreya Sindhu Nati Kumudha Bandhum Samuditam Kalashreni Spurji Timirahara Surya Prabhamaham Bhaje Nityanandam Bhajanataru Kandham Niravadi Natantam Gayantam Harimanuvadantam Patipati
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Brajantam Pashyantam Swamapi Nadhayantam Janaganam Prakurvaktam Santam Sakaruna Drughantam Prakalanad Bhaje Nityanandam Bhajanataru Kandham Niravadi Subhibhranam Bhratu Karasarasijam Komalataram Vito Vaktraloko Chalita Pramadhananda Hridayam Chalita Pramananda Hridayam Brahmantam Madhurye Ahamadayantam Purajanan Bhaje Nityanandam Bhajanataru Kandham Niravadi Rasanamadharam Rasikavarasar Vaishnavanam Rasagaram Saram Patita Tatitaram Samaranataha Tatitaram Smaranataha Param Nityananda Shtakamidhama Param Nityananda Shtakamidhama Purvam Patatiyaha Patatiyaha Tadangridhvanvambha Padangridhvanvamjam Spuratu Nitaram Tasya Hridaye स्फुरतु नितरां तस्य हृदये भजे नित्यानन्दं भजनतरुकण्ठं निरवधि भजे नित्यानन्दं भजनतरुकण्ठं निरवधि. Okay, so Nityananda Ashtakam ki jai, Vrindavan Das Thakur ki jai, Grantharaj Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Okay,
Jai.
so we have so many new people today. We welcome everyone. We have Ravi, we have Kirtana, I forgot your name. Huh? And we have some people in the back. Your friends, Subhash? Okay, welcome everyone. Hope to see you every week here. Yeah. Okay. Now the best part, the lunch. Huh? Prasadam. Iftahara. Yeah. Okay. Okay, Venugopal, Abhishek, Namakirti, and Munmun. See you
Hare
all
Krishna,
next week. Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.